We are at the Loveless Cafe with Rob Blair. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
And Fett.
Hi, Rob.
And Nancy.
Hi, Rob.
And me. We just finished a video session that we put together, a promo video for an upcoming show called Retrospective of a Western Hippie. So you can be looking for that in future days. But I just thought that I would do a little video and say hi. So, hi. Hello, everybody. It's been a while since the last time I actually did a video for you, so I figured it was time to catch up. Portola has been released on the 19th, and it's been interesting watching that. I did a couple ads on Facebook to try to get it some more attention, and I'm not so sure it did all that much. It got me a few more people liking my Facebook page, but it didn't get too many people visiting the website. It's been a couple weeks now, and I haven't really looked at the numbers yet to see if it's taken hold, but at least it's given me a place. If you look up my songs, particularly on Spotify or any of the other platforms that you use, it might be helpful to do Portola, P-O-R-T-O-L-A, and then Doug Robertson. If you do Doug Robertson along with Portola, you have a better chance of actually finding me. I found that on Spotify there's about 7 Doug Robertsons, so depending on which one you like, hopefully it's me. So there's a few of us around apparently. But you might try Doug SONGUY, S-O-N-G-U-Y, Robertson, but at least the Portola Doug Robertson would probably be the best one to get you there. Now, what I'm doing today, I'm actually working on something that has been in the works for a little bit. We did a video a couple weeks ago, and what we're creating is kind of a marketing tool for myself. It's a show. It's a one-man show with a band. It's called Retrospective of a Western Hippie. And what it's going to be is it's going to be a performance about me and about my songs and how I went from listening to the Beatles at 9 years old to wanting to become a rock star, to getting involved in Christian music in the 70s, and then moving on in my career to where I am now. And so we're hoping that it's going to be engaging and fun. It's going to include my stories that I tell during my songs. So I'll have the Portola story and the Blah Blah Cafe story and a number of others. It's also going to include a band with me. At the very minimum, it's going to be 3 of us performing, so we get the vocals in. But we could be using a lead guitarist and a drummer on it. So it's all right now in the very starting stages of doing a show. And just to kind of show you how things work for me, I tend to work with the TV on. As you can see, I have Ethan Hunt and one of the Mission Impossibles playing in the background. So every so often when I'm at a loss for something to do or I need to stop for a moment, I'll go and take a look at a chase scene or something or a gunfight or whatever seems interesting for the moment and distract me for a little bit, and then I get back to work. The work that I'm doing is over here. On the computer, you can see this is called Premiere Pro. It's a video editing program. And on the program here, I've got Portola geared up. And we did a video a couple weeks back with Fett and Nancy Moran and myself. And we're trying to make a 3.5-minute video to promo the show. So we have to do this before we actually create the show. So we're having to kind of give an idea to booking agents what the show is going to look like. So once we finish the video, then we have to hurry and put the actual hour and a half, 2 hour show together. So this is going to kind of give some ideas of what the show will be like. It will include, as I mentioned, some of my monologues. It will include my original songs, including the ones that are most recent from the Epiphany project. It's also going to include some of the cover songs that I did in Max Yasgur's Farm. So we have California Dreamin' on it, and Drift Away is another song. I Should Have Known Better by the Beatles. So I have some cover songs that are going to be on this video as well. But I'll show you a little bit of what it's going to look like as I'm going through this. I'm going to try to see what it sounds like with Portola. So I click on this. So I have just one verse on Portola. So that way they're getting a taste of the songs. I'm not doing full songs on this, just portions of the songs, so people get an idea of what the show will be like. So I have a monologue about my Portola story and going to Portola and what that was like for me. And some of you that have seen my live show have heard that monologue. So I'm going to finish up that monologue and go into this video. So they'll get the ability to see the connection between the song and the monologue. So that's what it's like for me to work on this. I've been at this, let's see, it's 7:05 p.m. right now. And I've been at this since about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it's just editing. We've done the song, that particular song we did I think 3 or 4 times. We did I Should Have Known Better about 5 times, and the monologues I've did a couple separate times. So it took us about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so to do the entire filming of it. We have separate audio. The audio goes to Fett. Fett's going to piece that together for me. And I'm doing the video. I'm putting the video together and splicing that up to where it's going to make some sense, hopefully. So that's what I've been up to over the last couple weeks, as you haven't heard from me. There's a lot more of that kind of stuff going on, and I'll try to keep you posted on some of the backlot stories that happen as I'm trying to figure out what this music business is like out here in Nashville. The whole idea actually behind this is a marketing idea. Largely, as I mentioned, there's about 7 people on Spotify alone by the name of Doug Robertson, many of which are doing some kind of music. So finding me is difficult. Can you imagine what it would be like for a venue owner, somebody that does shows, and out in the middle of Indiana or Oklahoma or somewhere, and there's a guy named Doug Robertson that wants to come out and perform. So they're looking up who this Doug Robertson is, and they get on the wrong one, and they're going, oh, gee, I don't want that. Or maybe even they get on the right one. but still they have no idea if I'm going to draw a crowd. They have no idea if I'm going to be able to make them any money, which is the whole reason why they're in the business in the first place. And so we're trying to figure out a way that a Doug Robertson show could come in and it would be interesting enough to draw a crowd. So we're looking for people around my age, looking for retirement communities in Florida. We're looking at theaters, going to call it a one-man show. And we're going to see if pitching it as retrospective of a Western hippie and have it as a storyline with music and with a live band, if that might draw some attention and get people interested. I would appreciate it, as always, if you would please go online, tell your friends about it, ask your friends to join my Facebook, or not my Facebook page, well, Facebook too, but to join my website and join the widespread crew that you're on. I only send these videos out to you guys first. About a month or two after I send it out to you, I open it up on YouTube on YouTube for other people to look at. But I'm trying to build up the email list so that I can create an audience that is interested in me, that I know is interested in me, and that I can call upon as time goes on for various things. One thing that is coming up that I would like to do in the summer, I would like to go to Portola and sing the Portola song, as well as just do a whole concert there. They have a concert series out there. So I'd like to do that. I'd also like to go to Northern California and perform a little bit. I was in the Sacramento area for a long time, and I know Quincy and Paradise and all those areas. Paradise is the area that got burnt out. I could come out there and do a concert and maybe help out some of the folks that were hit so hard with that fire a couple years ago. I'd like to come back to Reno, to my old friends in Reno, do a show out there. And you guys that live out in those areas are crucial to my being able to come out and do that. Talk to your radio stations, talk to any concert promoters or venues that you know of. Anybody that has anything to do with music that might be interested in having someone like me come out. That's how the shows get done. That's how they happen. So, any rate, I'm going to let you go. You have a wonderful time. I certainly will. I'm going to get back to work.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
After dinner one Sunday night at Grandma's house, my grandma taps me on the shoulder and says, "Come out here, there's a musical group I want you to see." Well, I was watching the Beatles, and at that point, my 9-year-old brain told me, I'll watch some of that. So I decided, from that point forward, I was going to become a rock star. I saw you at a concert, you were such a fine chick. I knew that loving you would be the ultimate trip. So I asked you your name and if you wanted to love me tonight. I had a bunch of hippie friends in LA that were telling me if you wanted to have a loving experience, what you want to do is you want to move to a small town. And I moved to a town called Portola, California. Coming through Portola, California, little tiny town up in the hills, making lots of noise and waking neighbors. It's 3 a.m. and I'm working still. All the leaves are brown.
and the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
I went for a walk on a winter's day.
On a winter's day.
I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA.
If I was in LA.
California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. On such a winter's day.